Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Behind the Curtain podcast. I'm your host, Lauren Shippey, and today we're looking at another encouraging word for you as we enter into the final month of this year, December. So, this one is called Don't Hold Back, and it says, Move boldly in the direction you see coming your way. So, I would just pause there and ask you, what direction do you see coming your way? So look at circumstances, look at themes, look at conversations, notice patterns and trends throughout your life, things you're seeing throughout the day. Take note of them. It's becoming increasingly clear, but requires you to take a step out to get there, which means that you're going to have to move with the current. So we talk about this a lot at Storywork when we work with leaders. Like, it's a dance of taking a step out and then waiting and noticing what's coming your way. So it's like this back and forth of taking a step and then noticing, taking a step and then noticing. And so it's becoming increasingly clear to you, but it requires you to take a step out to get there. So what is the step that you need to take to be able to be in this place and move in step with what's coming your way? It says, you know the way and you know what you need to do. Move now. Don't hesitate and don't hold back. Your next chapter is waiting. So, this is a really powerful, encouraging word. And this came to me over a year ago. And I believe it's so true and relevant for right now. Many are, as you close out a year, there's the typical kind of like, okay, how did this year go? Where do I want to go next year? But it's more than that. It feels very much like it is a season of transition in ways for many, a changing of the guard. I've spoken a lot about this, that I believe there are going to be even more changing of the guard, so to speak, in terms of businesses, in terms of leadership positions. We see this a lot even in government, on the world stage. But whenever there are themes and patterns like this, a lot of times you'll see them on the world stage, but you'll also see them locally and even down to your own heart and rhythms and patterns. And so it's seeing those trends and being able to go, okay, what does this look like for me? How do I need to move right now? So my encouragement to you today would be to move boldly in that direction that you see coming your way. Don't wait. This word has an urgency to it. Like, don't hesitate. Don't hold back. So my question too would be, where are you holding back right now that you need to actually release? Because release and surrender brings freedom to move in the direction that you need to move in. So if you feel like this internal, we talked about this in the New Way a couple weeks, this internal resistance where you're almost fighting up against yourself, what does it look like to clear that out? What do you need to do to clear that out? Maybe you need to wrestle a little bit, spend some time actually facing it and thinking about it and looking at it and saying to yourself, like, okay, is there any place that I'm in denial? Is there something I don't want to see? Or am I just holding back from taking a step because I'm afraid, or insecure or paranoid, or I'm self-sabotaging, or, some of the things that we've talked about on Behind the Curtain, because everybody struggles with this stuff and everybody struggles at different things at different times. And so at the same time, ask yourself the hard questions, but give yourself a lot of grace to be able to navigate it. Um, I call this, it's kind of like the secret place where it's like you and God, and you have that safe space to go and work it out and rise up against the resistance and overcome it. And then once you learn how to overcome that resistance, like, sit with it first, sit with it and ask yourself what needs to happen, and then get in and wrestle with it. What does that look like? And then overcome the resistance through release and surrender. And that will allow you to not hold back. Don't hesitate. Your next chapter is waiting. So thanks so much for listening in today. If you enjoyed this episode and someone comes to mind, share it with them, and we'll see you next time.